All right, guys, welcome to September. Now, full disclosure, if you check out that date, you'll see that I uploaded this a little bit late. But I don't know. I thought that I'd try to keep things chronological as much as I can. So, yeah, here's just some early autumny things that I'm setting up. I did purchase a Joe Malone cologne that is going to be featured soon, but wanted to show off some of my autumny decor first. I did make that little assortment myself, so yeah. Alrighty, so now some autumny clothes, which does include, yes, my Autumn Spice Nike socks, but on a more serious note, coffee. All right, so yeah, can't start my day without that. Definitely my favorite part of the day, I'd say. There we go. Bright, beautiful September morning. However, the next day looked a bit different. Bam. This is how it is where I live, you guys. It'll switch up on you. Look how the coffee even looks a bit different. I had to turn some lights on, so I lit that cardamom candle you saw from the previous video, and I really wanted to watch The Silence of the Lambs, but I didn't want to pay for it when I realized I own The Silence of the Lambs. And guess what? All my friends make fun of my DVD collection, all right? But look at this. Bam, in it goes. And I didn't have to pay for it again, right? So, I don't know. I love my DVD collection. Look at that, right? It fits so well. Nothing like a rainy autumn day and The Silence of the Lambs. Little bit daunting out there, but check this out in a moment. Vibes. Now, I do have to set up my living room, so give me time, but yeah. All right, so it was my dad's birthday, I think the day before, so I had some leftover wine because, I don't know, it was a weekday, and so here I am making a pumpkin soup, excuse me, because I have a little party to get to. My work schedule's a little bit crazy, so weekdays are odd, but here I am making some things. I'm just pulling random stuff. I'm really bad at doing recipes, so I'm making this up as we go, you guys. I thought that bacon might be like a hearty flavor that would go well with the pumpkin and add depth to it instead of it being like pumpkin spice soup. It's like gonna be pumpkin spice soup, but listen, trust the process. Now, would you believe me? Would you believe me if I said this is my first time ever making bacon? Yes, I am not joking. I would swear on whatever you'd like me to swear on. I don't even know how to handle this, as you guys can tell. I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah, so let's speed it up and chop it. I don't even know how to chop bacon, but I wanted bacon bits in the soup. Now, in retrospect, I did not need to add any oil to this. I now know that. But at the time, yeah, and I was like, oh, this is going to splatter on me, so let me put on my trusty green apron. But yeah, you guys, I've never made bacon before, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a giant soup for a group of people. Let's start now, right? I will give myself that. I'm definitely one to try things. There we go, professional. All right, so the bacon is diced. Now we're just gonna plop it in. And I didn't know if this was just gonna splatter on me or what, but again, it was my first time, so didn't really do that. Gonna chop up some zucchini. Thought that might be a nice hearty veggie to have, simmering inside of it. There we go. And now I'm gonna dice up a onion. Thought that this would be a more mild flavor for it. Not the classic white onion, but, a little bit of a sweeter one. Now, my ex tried teaching me how to dice onions, but I kind of forgot, so no one judge me on that. All right, checking on the bacon, because I literally had no idea how long it takes to cook or melt all that fat off. But, yeah, I'm just going to plop that back on. Now, look at what I found. Bam, it's an onion holder, you guys. So I only use half an onion for this because I didn't know how, much that flavor would come through. So I'm saving the other half. But this is a little thing called foreshadowing, ... You'll see in a moment why that onion's going to come back out. Minced garlic, because again, if I can't even chop bacon or an onion the right way, I can't dice garlic. All right, but actually that's not so bad, right? How I got those onions. So yeah. All right, now what I'm doing is I took the bacon out, I'm dicing it up, and I, cooked the garlic and onions, putting the bacon in, and I wanted just a little bit more protein in this, so I added some quinoa. The goal was 3/4 of a cup. But didn't quite make it to that. And I was like, well, that's what we're going to do. So could have just poured the whole bag in, but it is what it is. Now, I like ultra wash my quinoa. I get all those saponins off, no bloated bellies from me. All right, so always wash your quinoa. All right, wanted to check on it. And this is when I thought, I'm going to add in that red wine because why not? I've also never cooked with wine, you guys. I believe me when I say, I just do things sometimes. So I just thought I would mix that up. And not shown, started cleaning my room when I started to smell something a little smoky. Yeah, you guys, that happened. But I didn't give up. We went off to the store. Got to see some cutie little pumpkins in a tractor, all the mums. There we go, some cutie leaves on the ground. Let's get rid of that sadness. All my work for nothing. But like the phoenix coming from the ashes, we're going to come back even stronger. So there, like I said, foreshadowment, there's that onion again. Oh, don't drop the bacon, but now I better know how to chop bacon. I did not add the oil this time. It's cooking. Yes, that is maple syrup, you guys. I was getting very, very creative with this. I was just in a pumpkin spice mood. All right, now I'm going to add in the vegetable broth. Probably why it burned the first time was that there was no liquid in there at all. So let's definitely get that all nice and bulked up. There it is, simmering. I always want to add in some type of source of like fiber, maybe some, iron. So I went with butter beans. By the way, guys, first time ever using butter beans. I just saw them and thought, that's cute, butter beans. That's perfect for a pumpkin soup. Now, yeah, that is canned pumpkin, you guys. Believe me, it turned out so good, and I just kind of went with it. I think that's all my Taurus energy. I think we're just naturally kind of like whimsical with cooking, and it just works out. All right, and I forgot to take my supplements in all the chaos. So right now I'm taking liposomal glutathione, gets all my cells, and a DIM detox because, my liver's kind of been through it through the summertime. All right, now what am I going to wear to this little fall gathering I have? That sounds good. All right, so just going to put some socks on, pull the sweater over. And this was featured in a September Fit video that I had. So here it is. I told you guys that I had worn this when I made soup. Well, here it is. As promised, I was going to show it. So this was live in action. All right, so soup's almost done. So let's break out the Jo Malone. Which one did I get, you guys? I was so excited to find this in store. I was like, not think I'd be able to find this specific one, but I really wanted an autumn cologne. So I finally found the let's go, Ginger Beer Cologne by Jo Malone, you guys. All right. So of course I tried it on in store. It smelled so good. Now I also went by Byredo, and they got me on the Desert Dawn. So I kind of sprayed it, took it home, but I ended up buying the Joe Malone one. The Desert Dawn was like sandalwood, cardamom, nice but very musky, whereas the Joe Malone is like bright, like a bright autumn day. So I'm so happy I went with that one. The soup is done. Let's take that apron off. As you can tell, I have my little autumny fire log in the background. I do plan on putting pictures and stuff up, you guys. Please don't come at my living room right now. All right, seal that soup up. There we go. Secured, but now we're gonna clean. I love this orange spice one by Mrs. Myers. Off we go. And yeah, everyone loved the soup, you guys, but I was like, you know what? I want to buy more autumny things. So I went to Fresh Time. Again, second time that day. All the mums, all the pumpkins just put me in the most festive mood. I love all the colors. All right. Now, what I love about autumn is all the Halloween style decor. So fun. And orange everything, please, you guys. Again, I was just in the mood for pumpkin spice everything. Now, a lot of people are like, what the heck is in this soup? Because they had never tasted anything like it. Pretty much everything, you guys. So that was the list. I did not measure. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, you can try making it. See you in October, even though it is October.